Hey everyone, my name is Augie Schmidt and I'm a top producing commercial real estate advisor here in Central Florida. And I wanted to tell you about a system I developed more than 18 months ago that I'm going to give you today. That is the 4 stages of the broker's continuum. So as many of you know, one of the hardest parts of this business is closing deals all year round and keeping your pipeline full. I struggled with this early on in my career, so I developed this system and I want to share it with you. And this has helped me generate more than $1 million in gross commissions over the last 8 months. So while we would all like to be closing deals all year round, we know that it's not like that. And we must be doing researching, marketing, prospecting, and then managing the deals, getting them to closing. So in this process, it is very easy to get focused on one stage of the broker's continuum, and then the rest will lack. And that will make your pipeline just fall apart. And you might close deals, a bunch of deals in 4 or 5 months of the year, but then, the summer might be completely empty, and we don't want that. We want you to be able to close deals all year round. So I'll get into this and list out what I think commercial real estate advisors should be doing all year around continuously in order to keep their pipeline full and generate the most amount of commission. So for the broker's continuum, I like to think about it in a 4 square, which is a little bit crooked, but we'll deal with it. And in the top left corner, we have research. And the best way to think about this is staying up to date on what's going on in your market and also providing that value to the market. So I like to think of this as comparable sales, comparable leases, any trends, absorption rates, new development, what is going on in your market. And then what this can also turn into is prospecting activities, which that's a different quadrant. We'll get to that here soon. But for research, I like to include comps, rates, trends, and new development. And as I mentioned, this can go into prospecting because what I like to do is I like to take all these things and I like to put them into a market report. So putting all of this research into a market report, not only does this help you stay on top of your game for what's going on in the market, but it's also used as a prospecting activity and is incredibly valuable to your local commercial real estate market. So up next, we have marketing. And I like to think about marketing in 2 different ways, and that is physical and digital marketing. So I believe, forgive my 3rd grade handwriting. So I believe that there are really only 2 ways to market yourself as a commercial real estate advisor, and that is in a physical sense and in a digital sense. So in a physical sense, this is things like conferences, networking events, maybe community groups, and we'll go luncheons. And then on the digital side of the space, this is everything from, say, putting a property brochure together or, doing an email blast. Maybe it is your social media, say if you're doing YouTube videos or, maybe it's Instagram reels, Facebook posts, maybe it's paid advertising, whatever it is, all on the digital side. You want to make sure you are up to date there as well, because to be good in this business, you really have to do it from all angles. Property marketing. And then we will go into prospecting. And this is one of the most important pieces of the business. But as I mentioned before, you must do all of these continuously in order to do well in this business and close deals all year round. So in the prospecting, we have things which everybody knows and is also their favorite is cold calling. There's door knocking. And we'll also say hard mail. So cold calling and door knocking are pretty self-explanatory. Obviously, we'd want those cold calls to move more into warm calls later down the road once you build a relationship with a property owner, a business owner, whatever that may be. Door knocking, as long as it is allowed by law, it is great to go knock on doors, talk to property owners, people in a multi-tenant business park or nearby to a listing that you just listed or just sold. It's always good to go meet people face to face when you can. And like I said, just get to meet them and know what's going on in their business, if they're expanding, shrinking, or just, see how you can help if there's any way. So as I mentioned before, in the research side of things, a great way to prospect is also to send hard mail. And this gets a little bit more expensive because, cold calling and door knocking is usually free, but paying for postage, whether that is a large envelope, a package you want to send to somebody, or it's a small handwritten letter, I think hard mail is a great way to get in front of people. Also, doing market reports, like I said, those are a little bit more expensive to put together and it takes a little more time, energy, and resources. But like here we do a quarterly market report, and that is one thing. It's like, hey, every 3 months we're going to put together a market report. It takes a little bit of time, a little bit of energy, and a little bit of money, but it's incredibly valuable to the commercial real estate community, and we close deals from it all the time. So last but certainly not least, we have the deal flow. And like I said before, as we would all like to be closing deals all year long and just focused on doing that because that's probably one of the most fun aspects of this business is when you get paid. That doesn't happen all year long, and you can't only do that to make it in this business. So that is really the purpose behind this video, is you must do all of these other things in addition to closing deals and getting them under contract. So in deal flow, I focus on getting deals under contract and then closing. And as I said, that's really the hard part, as most of us want to hang out right here and spend all of our time, and which would be the most fun. We have to do all of these other things in order to keep our pipeline full all year round. So make sure you are managing your time efficiently and saying, hey, I'm setting aside time to pull comps and stay up to date on a research. Hey, I'm doing marketing activities, or I've hired out somebody to do marketing activities and also prospecting. You want to make sure you set aside time for all of these things to keep your pipeline full and close deals all year round, and hopefully make more money than you ever have before. So hopefully you liked this video. If you did, please hit the like and subscribe button. If you didn't, then don't. But either way, leave a comment and let us know what you want to hear next time.